morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are watching in the world, or the comfort of your own home or sim rig. Welcome back to another round of the Zero Point Racing Multiclass series. We're here at Silverstone, and as we see, a Peugeot just stopped on the track in the practice server. We have a few more cars on the grid tonight, so it should be pretty decent compared to what it was last week. We obviously do know there is a 6 hours of Interlagos running at the moment, so hopefully we get a good turnout tonight. But yes, apart from that, I'm joined in the commentary box again by Mr. Ryan himself. So say hello.
Hello.
No way we can say it because it's just going to troll you. But yeah, Silverstone, our race, and yeah, we're expecting a few more cars as it is tonight. As I say, there's going to be a few more hypers, so it should be an interesting turnout, especially with the GC3s as well. So, we have a nice Aston Martin on the track. It's driven by Jerome Jongen. So, nice little Aston Martin there. You can hear the sweet sound of that V12 engine roaring through the Silverstone track. But yeah, in terms of as we look into the settings, we're just changing some things in the settings. But bear with us one moment. Got it dialed in?
I believe so. We're just getting. Sounds like you're being broadcasted from a toilet, and it's a bit loud, so that should be a bit better now.
I'm broadcasting from a toilet.
Yes. Is that any better now? Can we?
Oh, can we? Are we clear now? Can we hear me now? Are we all good? Yeah, I think when I watched the last stream, I was obviously a bit loud, but yeah. Okay, so 10 minutes of practice remaining. We are here at Silverstone. What are we expecting in this race tonight? Is there a threat of rain looming about? I'm assuming it probably will be because it's Silverstone, but what can we expect from this race tonight?
From what I understand, it's another dry race. We're going to be expecting all the cars on track again in qualifying, so that makes things even more interesting. And also, it should just be a fun race to watch. How are you, anyway, explain. Apparently your mic sounds echoey, but you sound fine to be my end, Reece, so I don't know
whether could be a issue on maybe the stream wise, but I mean we'll roll with it for now. We'll see how it goes. If it does, obviously, if I do sound a bit terrible, then obviously yeah, we'll try and get it fixed on our ends. But yeah, so dry running. As I said, we've got a few more hypercars in. We've got Michaela in the Cadillac. He's running around in the big old V8. Got Arthur Bonnick is also in a hypercar as well. I believe he's in the BMW. Yes, he's in the BMW. So a lot of BMWs. I say a lot. I said there's only like 2, maybe 3. It depends if Ben Shorley turns up tonight. But yeah, let's see if the winner from the last race is in here. I don't. Ah, yes, he is. Lone Nielsen. So he is in here. So the winner of the first round of the series, might be the audio is coming through twice through OBS.
Yeah, I think I just found the issue. I think I might have fixed it now, so hopefully John can confirm.
Yeah, hopefully we can confirm that if it is coming through. Maybe it was the maybe we had the you know, you can hear the output and stuff like that. Maybe something like that. But hopefully that's all fixed now. So. Okay, I guess I should say, that's quite cool. I guess I should say, help, I don't know what to do in this position. Have you tried move in position?
He's in P2, that's why.
So he is, okay, right, so good old firm favourite. You know, as I say, who we putting for the favourites in this race, and is anyone particularly looking for, or?
I'm not too sure. I mean, because there's now quite a few hypers in here now, I think that'll be a bit more of an interesting race.
Round at Silverstone, but let's get ready for the green lights here at Silverstone. flag is out and we are racing. And it's a good start there by Michaela Drezio, who's trying to get in front of Ben Shorley and Arthur Bonnick, and he has done. So Ben Shorley just tucks himself in, and was there something happening in the background? I'm not too sure on that one. And there was, oh my God, there's a multi-car pile-up between so many hypers, and that's 2 of the Toyotas. And that is also a Genesis as well. That is Lucas de Grau. So bad start from a lot of the hypercar drivers. That is not what you want to see on lap 1. But Michaela Drezio is leading in front of Ben Shorley and Arthur Bonnick in 3rd place. So Arthur Bonnick's had a good start and in a good position in that 0-point car, as Hajo Holman is leading in the GT3 field. Sparks are flying from invisible cars that I see. But Hajo Holman has got the lead from Chris River and Max Fredgill in 3rd place. Ben Shorley looks like he's fighting behind with Fabio in the Porsche. But good clean start all around, apart from that big start mess. But I think we're going to replay that soon. But yeah, good clean start here by everyone.
Yeah, it was, well, good clean start for the GT3s. The hypers was a bit messy. I did say expect some carnage, and yeah, we certainly got it. Is that Bendini going to the outside of Fabio Cocosa at Cops? This is going to be interesting.
This is going to be interesting indeed. There's Ben Shorley going to try and think about making a move here around the outside. Fabio, he's sticking it around the outside. Is he going to be able to keep on the track? Because he runs a little bit wide, but Fabio does get the edge as they're going to run side by side down here through to Maggers and Beckett's. Who's going to come out top? Who's going to have the bigger balls? It's going to be Ben Shorley who's going to take that one. And some of the hypers are trying to pick their way through the field as well. So Fabio losing out on that one, and Ben Shorley's moved himself up into 4th place. So a very good start from him, and he needs to get up to a couple more positions to keep his championship hopes alive from Hajo Horman, because Hajo is currently 3 seconds in the lead as Max Fredgill, first race of the season, right behind Chris River into the big V8 Ford Mustangs, as Chris Rivers running a little bit wide and might allow Max Fredgill to get past. There's a little bit of contact going into the corner, but that's not what you want to see. But looks like Fredgill is going to get ahead of this one, and he does. So he moves up into P2 position as some of the hypercars are starting to come through the field as well, obviously from that lap 1 incident. So whether they have any suspension damage or any proper damage from that, but they need to pick their way through the field as quickly as they can. And looks like there is a battle between the 2 Toyotas, and that is Lucas de Grau in the Genesis, and they're going to go around the first corner, and there's more contact between them as well. So they've gone into the corner and they've spun and hit contact at the same corner again. So this is not a good start from the hypercar drivers there. They need to keep this clean, but they can't be doing things like that at the start of the race. So here is the replay of it. So here they are now coming into turn 1, and who's going to make the initial contact here? Is it the, oh, so, right, so the BMW's already spun, and it's just absolute bedlam. It's just absolute chaos going to the corner. So many cars going off.
I want to say it's the Ferrari. I mean, I'll have one more look again with that. I'm pretty certain that might be the Ferrari. Toyota had a slow start, and
yeah, so let's have a look at this again. So the Ferrari made the dive on the inside. So
it was the Aston.
So it was the Aston with drone. Obviously the BMW made contact in his rear, and obviously that caused a Constantino effect, and the Ferrari was just on the inside there. So absolute sheer bedlam going into turn 1, and yeah, that was the crash that happened again. So the Toyota are going for another spin at the second lap here. So that is, oh my good God. And oh dear, that is not what you're, oh my good God, and there was more carnage as Gregors has gone into the wall, and I think that's going to be his race over. Yep, so that is a DNF, so that is not a good start from Gregors there in the Ferrari hypercar. And we're looking in the right, so we're looking at a Peugeot going down the straight, so this is never a good thing. So what is he going to do down the straight here?
Oh,
and
no.
My good God, and that, oh my, wow, he has gone flipped into that corner, and that is not what you want to see in this race. He clipped the grass and gone flipping around, but oh my God, I need to catch my breath for a moment because sheer bedlam is happening.
As we've got Arthur Bonnick over the back of Ben Shorley now, this is going to be a good little battle.
Yep, you can tell by the 2 big sniffers that Ben Shorley is driving the Evo version, as Arthur Bonnick is driving last year's version, but I don't think much performance-wise between the two. The only thing with the Evo version has got a little bit different of a front end, but performance-wise should probably be the same. But yeah, Michaela leading by 3.5 seconds, so he's got a quite comfortable lead as they both run very wide, do Arthur and Ben, as we're looking at a battle between Chris River and Max Fredgill. And Hajo Holman's just stormed into the lead again, so the man to clearly beat here at Silverstone is storming away as Chris River has got ahead of Fredgill, and it's Fredgill looking to make a move on the inside.
does think about it, but the more they battle, the more Ben Ely is coming up behind them. So Ben Ely, in the other Ford Mustang there, is closing the gap between these two. So I think it's going to be long before he gets into back here, is it?
No, not long at all. If they keep battling like that, I think Max has just dropped back to just give himself a bit of space. There's a bit of Toyota's trying to get through the rest of them again for the second time now. Just looking at the battles, are still Arthur Bonnick still over the back of Ben Shirley at the minute. He's giving him a good run for his money.
Yeah, so Arthur Bonnick not letting him go here, and the pace seems to be quite good from Arthur Bonnick. And this has quite surprised me a little bit here, because he's shown some really good pace here at Silverstone, as there is a stop go for the Peugeot. So I don't really know how he's done that. But yeah, he does have a stop go penalty, so we'll have to serve that, as only 3/10 separates the gap. So this is the Ferrari. So what's he going to do here? He's going to come into the old start turn 1. Is he going to lose the rear? Yep, he's lost the rear. And does he keep it out of the wall? Front end into the wall. And I believe he's... Oh, that was very, very close. Yes, that was a Ferrari that retired from the race. And these two are having a scrap battle here for the second place. This is the second place of the race, mind you. So Michele Drezio has stormed out into the lead. He's got a 5-second lead between these two. There is a Cadillac driver sailing his way through. Remember, he is also a VMS driver as well, so you can catch him in the VMS, I believe it's the Contender Series.
Yes, correct, yeah.
Yep, that he's racing in, so you can catch him on these streams as well when he does that. Let's look back to the battle of the GT3s. This is Alfredo, just in the back of Fabio, but Arthur Bonnick is keeping close to Ben Shorty here. Ben Shorty not showing the pace that he normally would, and that is Ben Ely going for a spin. That is not going to help his championship chances. Let's have a look at the replay here. Is it going to be a loose rear end going into this corner? Is it so easy to do? And he's going to come around the corner now.
Just carried too much speed. The rear just broke away. I think he almost maybe the rear holding the brakes still can tip the car out.
Yeah, you do have to drive the GT3 so differently compared to what you have to do with the hypercars. That's why I stick with the hypercars. I don't really drive them. But here is the battle now for second place, and this is Arthur Bonnick on Ben Ely, and Arthur's going to try and look around the outside. Is it going to be a move around the outside? It looks clean, it looks beautiful, but Ben Shaw closing the gap, and Arthur Bonnick is still on his side. And he's going to run up towards the old start-finish line. They're still going side by side. There's a little bit of wheel-to-wheel contact. They're still wheel banging. They're still wheel banging. Remember, these are teammates as well, so they need to be careful here. But Ben surely comes out on top of this one. So good, clean fight there. And this is the battles we do want to see here at Silverstone.
Yeah, good driving by them both. Probably just on the limit. A little bit of door bang, a little bit of touching, just sort of know each other's there, but Arthur's, I think, definitely quicker at this moment at this point in the race.
Yeah, so there's only going to be a matter of time before Arthur does get past Ben Shorty here, and he's going to think about making a move into this corner. He has a little dive, he does think about it, but does back out of it. So thinking better of it at the moment.
No.
Oh no, and that is not good. It's going to go into the wall. Oh, I'm hoping that's not going to be much suspension damage at Arthur Bonnick. It was looking like such a good battle there, but yeah, a little bit of contact on the inside, and that is going to hinder his chances. But looks like he's still going for now, but only drops to P4 behind Jerome Drongan, and he's going for another spin.
Damage.
Yeah, that's going to be suspension damage or tyres gone. And is he going to keep going? He is going to keep going as well. So yeah, unfortunate there for Arthur Bonnick. It was looking like such a clean battle, such a good battle up until that point. You are right, John. It was a very good battle up until that point. But yeah, suspension damage there, and I think he's just wiggling the car around just to check to make sure it's okay. Obviously, that was the initial point where he went into the wall, and when he comes around this corner, you can obviously see the tyres are obviously gone from the spin, and he's just obviously put the power on too early and made a spin into that corner as the other BMW goes past. But great shame there. There was a good battle heating up. It's a shame we didn't get to see the end of it, but
My grandfather believed that the devil would return if anyone read from the Book of the Dead.
I would give anything for us to be together again. Cheers.
Evil Dead Burn in cinemas now.
Yeah, nevertheless, obviously these things do happen in racing. As we see, Chris River apparently has requested to pit, so whether that is actually a thing or not, I don't know. So we'll keep an eye on that and monitor that and we'll see. But Ben Ely with a lot of work to do. He's got to try and get past Vanos in the Coma before delivery. His teammate obviously not here tonight as well. Low Nielsen in the Toyota, so championship leader, only currently in P6. He is behind Arthur Bonnick, so he does have a chance to maybe try and get past him if he can try and take advantage of the damage that he has. Very green and orange livery to Toyota. A little bit pink on there as well around the outskirts and stuff like that, so it looks it's pretty nice that it does. As you see, yeah, so Chris River is in the pits. So why do we think he's in the pits?
He's either going to take his short stop early, or something's happened to the car, damage or something like that.
I haven't seen anything to warrant any damage like that, but there goes Low Nielsen. He's got past Arthur Bonnick, so clearly Bonnick is struggling with some form of suspension damage or maybe any form of damage that's happened from that wall, as the hypercars are just going past the GTs now. So Michaela just making his way through the field. This is Ben Ely just getting, well, defending actually from Daniel Hearn as well. So Daniel Hearn has got right to the back.
What line is that?
He's taking the grass route through the corner there, so he's going to lose out in 2 places. So I don't really know what line that was. Maybe he was just trying to avoid the hypercar, but he seems to be all over the place. I guess the only question we have to ask is, sir, are you okay? As this is Chris River just coming out of the pit lane. What's going to happen to him? Wow, okay, he's just massively cut the pit lane exit.
He's got a drive through now, doesn't he?
Yeah, so that's not good from the Mustang driver. So Chris River's race has gone from bad to worse. As he's now got to serve that drive-through penalty for immediately cutting that pit lane exit, which is something you're not meant to do in racing. It's there for a safe space, and you're meant to exit and join the track safely. That's what the line is there for. It's not how quickly can you cut that line. A replay here of Arthur Bonnick, carbon livery BMW. So what's going to happen here? Is he going to lose a rear end going into this corner? I can imagine it's going to be the case. Yep, so loses the rear, spins the car around, and that's definitely going to be a result of the damage from the crash, isn't it?
I think Chris Rivers in another 2 drive-through penalties.
2.
Yeah, he's just popped again.
So, man went for a DT speed run, and clearly he got it. So, yeah, the speed run was there. It's obviously just one of the hypers there going past the GC3 of RVJ. RVJ in 4th place at the moment. He's currently ahead of Ben Stormberg, but just up in front of me is Alfredo in the other Corvette. So we're going to look at the driver's eye cam in the Corvette.
Steering lock on that.
Yeah, so I forget this is the driver with the immense steering lock as well. So I just want to see this going into the old turn 1. I want to see what the steer lock on this as well. So let's have a look.
But again, to be fair to him, he's worked his way out through the field, started P7, he's now up to P3, just kept himself out of trouble.
Yeah, so clearly doing a very good job as they keep himself out of trouble. As RVJ in the background has made a little bit of a mistake and he's gone onto the grass. So he's going to have to be very, very careful rejoining the track, which he has done. There's a hypercar just going past him. Trying to see who that was. That is the other BMW of Nath. Currently running in 4th place at the moment in hypers. He's 10 seconds behind Jerome in the Aston Martin there, who in turn is 11 seconds behind Ben Shorty. So this is Thomas Stanek in the Toyota. He's in the pits now, so maybe he's probably taking his short stop as well. So different contrasts of strategies at the moment, but
Oh, Chris Rivers got another drive-through.
so he's got 3 drive-throughs. So
He's
what
not
does
done
he
the
do?
same thing again. He's done the same thing again. Oh, he keeps missing the white line.
So he keeps cutting. Surely if he would have learned the first time by doing that, but he's done it 3 times. That's crazy. Surely you would learn from your own mistakes. But nevertheless, as we see Ben Ely behind Daniel Hearn. So Daniel Hearn has got in front of Ben Ely here, so he's not good for his championship chances coming into this season. So Hadjo is completely stormed into the lead. He's 15 seconds out in front. Oh my god, there was a crash behind as well. I think that was one of the other Porsches. That was Vanos. Yep, so he's gone straight into the wall. He's done a Kimi Raikkonen and gone straight into that wall. So what happened there? So that was the genesis of Lucas de Grau. Is he just going to get past him here? So he does get past him, runs wide, and yeah, pretty much is a carbon copy from Kimi Raikkonen in 2014. Gets onto the gravel and spins to the exact same wall.
Wow.
And does a little airborne as well. So not good from the Porsche driver there.
Can I just report again? Chris River has got another drive-through.
Oh, for God's sake! What is he? What have you done again, sir? Is he? So he's in the pit lane.
I think he's done the same thing again. I want to say.
Yeah, so he's doing his drive-through now. He's really slow now, so I think he's just everyone. But the drive-through is being cleared, so he hasn't got one at the moment.
Yeah, Peter, we do know. I know it's pronounced Hyo. I think Reese hasn't cottoned on yet that I've been saying Hyo, not Hadjo.
Well, I'm going to remain calling him Hadjo now, so just for sheer bants of this whole rest of the stream. Anyway, let's move on. So we've got Lucas de Grau in P6, so he's got his way back up the field again, and currently in front of Arthur Bonick. We're just Low Nielsen just in front of him, only a second in front, but I can imagine it's not going to be long before he does get in front of him. As we see Arthur Bonick just making his way through the couple of G2 class cars. That is Daniel Hearn on the back of Stormberg. Ben Stormberg's got to defend for his life here. He's only 2/10 in front of Daniel Hearn here. He's going to think about making a move quite soon, but Ben Ely is just behind.
Oh, hello.
Yes, and that was a lock, and that is Arthur Bonick, and he's gone for another spin again. So that is definitely going to be the result from that damage that he sustained earlier. With 40 minutes to go. It's not looking good for the BMW driver, as we see Hearn just on the back of Stormberg here, and he's going to think about making a move shortly. It's going to be soon, because I feel like the pace is definitely there for him. Stormberg not driving probably as quick as what he should be, but yeah, the move will definitely be on soon. Has a little think about it going into Maggots, but doesn't do it as of yet. And Free Beckett's now nearly running into the back of him, carrying so much speed in that Porsche, but let's see what they do down the Hangar Straight. Is it going to be the Porsche power? Is it going to be the McLaren power? So Hearn onto the back, pulls out of the slipstream. He's going to think about maybe try and go around the outside here. They are wheel to wheel at the moment. So let's see who comes out on top. Who's going to have the bigger balls going through this corner? And it's going to be Stormberg, who stays ahead at the moment. But in turn, he does run very, very wide. And unfortunately, he is going to lose a place to Daniel Hearn. So Daniel Hearn makes the move, but he also given a place to Ben Ely as well. So maybe just had a slow down penalty and had to slow right down, but yeah, not a good look from him. But as we see Lucas de Grau and Low Nielsen battling here, and de Grau has got in front of Nielsen, so he's moved himself up into fifth place from that spin. So good recovery, and oh my good heavens. And that is a Toyota going.
That follow could not be timed perfectly there.
And that Toyota's just gone straight on into the wall, and the tyre has just gone, I'm out of here. See you later. That's going to be the time. Thank you so much for the follow, Arthur. It's greatly appreciated, and welcome along to the 0 Point Racing Multiclass series.
That could not have been timed perfectly, that follow. Smashed into the wall.
That was timed to perfection, but there's Hadjo in the lead, so I'm hoping the hypercars are not going to make too much of a fuss for Hyo. Hayo. I'm saying Hajo. Me and my British way. Yes, so apart from me trying to get Hayo's name right or wrong, there's in this battle between RVJ and Alfredo for third place. So RVJ only 3/10 behind Alfredo, but they have lost a lot of time to Max Fredgill. He's currently pulled a 6-second gap, and it's been good pace from the Ford driver, hasn't it?
Good pace, but look at his VE usage compared to the Corvettes behind. He's already a lap less than them, so that will come back into play a little bit later with the pit stop, I believe, if there's going to be a pit stop even.
I mean, do you think they can get to the end of the race in this VE?
Hayo, I think, is trying to go for it. If anyone's close enough to do it, it would be Hayo. Everyone else I'm not really too sure on at the moment.
So we'll wait and see how that happens at the end of the race as we just look at Nath here in the other BMW in P4. So just kind of running his own race. He's kind of in like no man's land at the moment. He's just in P4. He's just chilling. He's got 10 seconds to the car behind. He's got 15 seconds to the car in front, but not really making much inroads to Jerome as I thought there would be. Jerome seems to be pulling quite a bit, but in turn, Jerome is not really catching Ben Shawley in second place. But I mean, you only got to look at Michaela Drezio. 10 seconds nearly in the lead, and it's just in a casting zone.
Yeah, he's got that Cadillac down to a T with the setup. But again, if you look at the VE usage, Jerome's sitting there on 58.8, whereas 2 cars ahead of him are in the low 57s, if not 56s now.
Yeah, so different strategies going on here. Whether obviously they will come into the pit lane or not in this race, we shall soon see. I probably believe that maybe some of the hypers will do that. We'll soon find out. So this is the replay of the start here, so we'll just watch this again. As they go into turn 1, you can obviously see the BMW there. So yeah, the Aston Martin made contact with the BMW, and that in turn just caused a massive concertina effect there. And then everyone was just kind of scrambling on what to do, and it just caused a mass chaos. But yeah, I imagine there might be a few reports going on after this race if they do that, but we'll soon see.
Yes, yeah, Hayo just sets the fastest lap for the GC3s, 2.0. RVJ and Alfredo Atelico still battling each other for P3.
So the battle's still raging on. There is a bit of front damage on RVJ's car, so he's obviously made a contact somewhere. I don't really know whereabouts that was, but he's still pressing on, trying to get that P3 position away from the steering rack god that is Alfredo. And oh no, who's that? That's Ben Shawley going into the gravel. So that is a mistake from the BMW driver, and he's gone straight off, and I believe that's the last couple of corners. So what happened here then? So he's come around the corner now. It's all nice and clean. Is he just getting... Yeah. Oh yeah, so just rear locks in the brakes. He just put too much brake pressure on the BMW and the rear's just locked. And that is a natural trait of the BMW. You put too much pressure on the brakes, the rears will lock. There's a reason why I don't like driving it sometimes, if not most of the time. But it's just the way it is in the BMW, unfortunately. So we had a first-time chat from Stokey Joe that says X short high, X short high, X short high. I don't really know what you mean by that, but
That's the guy that done the 6 hours in the Lagos on a controller earlier. Solo.
Oh, it was. Okay. Well, welcome along, sir. Oh, what are emotes for that? It literally just says the name and doesn't say any emo stuff like that. But yes, welcome along, good sir. Hope you're well. Congratulations on your 6 hours of solo on the controller, but not so congratulations to Ben Stormberg, who's completely lost his rear wing going into the gravel trap. And what happened to him going into that corner is not what you want to see. That's just before Maggers and Beckett's, and this is the fun part. So this is where we now like to sit and watch to see if the guy with the rear wing is going to go through the corner slowly and make his way back. He's doing a good job so far. And obviously, remember, he's got to try and keep out of the way of the faster class cars as well. He doesn't want to obviously be the one to maybe bin a hyper. Speaking of hypers, there is Nathan the BMW obviously flashing the lights, obviously just to say, look, I'm coming through, but he needs to go a lot slower than that into the corner because he's going to lose the rear. Oh, does a little bit of a drift, manages to keep hold of it, but he's going to have to get back to the pit lane. But well done to you, Stormberg. Well done for getting into the pit lane like that, because it's not easy feat to drive without a rear wing, but he's managed to do it. So here is the replay. And is it going to be the case again of losing the rear going into the corner, maybe too much pressure going into it? So, but, oh wow, that was a bit of a snap, wasn't it? That was a.
So he got a bit of oversteer, and as he was correcting it, the car bit and gave him the grip again. As we see, Nath has just gone off as well.
Yep, Nath has just gone off as well. So that is at turn 3 and 4. So a little bit of an error there. So he's dropped right back as well. So let's have a look at this. So he comes around the corner, all la-di-da, lovely stuff. And it's going to be the case of maybe putting too much brake pressure on. Yeah, so again, there's been a lot of this race. There's a lot of cars just making weird snaps here at Silverstone. So maybe they're just applying too much brake pressure, or do you think it's just something like that?
It could be a case of just going down the gears too quickly and locking the rear axle, which the BMW or all the LMDHs have a tendency of doing. So you do have to be careful with that. Ben Stromberg was retired from the race.
It's unfortunate for Stormberg there. He was having a good race, and yeah, unfortunately these things happen. Like it was such a weird one as well because he went into the back of it and then lost the rear wing. If the car was still straight, he probably would have kept it, but because it did that turn, and yeah, unfortunately that was the case. But there is an handbrake going on, so we'll just wait for that to finish up.
It won't be for everyone, the handbrake, so.
Hopefully not for everyone, but the handbrake has finished. So if you did have an advert, welcome back. We are still racing here in the 0 Point Racing Multiclass Series here at Silverstone. 32 minutes 55 seconds to go. And this battle here is for P3. So 3 cars are battling for P3. There is Ben Ely just behind, and he's looking to make way into this battle. So, but this is Alfredo, RVJ, and Hearn, all battling for the same position. As you see Jerome just going past in the Aston Martin. So I feel like this is going to be a battle to the end of the race here. These 3 are quite close, and this is probably the closest battle on track at the moment.
It's a bit pulled up a bit corner there, carried a lot of big corner speed to the car ahead, but I think the 2 cars behind are faster than Atletico at the moment, but he's doing a good job defending. So he's keeping on the racing line. He's not moving too drastically. He's doing a good job.
He's doing a good job. He's not trying to run too wide out of the corners. They're keeping it in the white lines as well. So yeah, these guys are having a sort of race at the moment. So the battle is definitely on for P3. It's a shame I can't really see their lap times. Who's the fastest out at the moment? Or their lap times kind of relative?
Daniel Hearn at the moment. He's done a 2:08. Everyone else has seen the 2:01. So he's flying at the moment.
Okay, so Daniel Hearn is the one to watch. He's the Porsche driver. He's the 3rd out of these 3 here. So, I mean, Hayo Horman is just 23-second lead. That is insane lead he has there, and just comfortable out in front. But here is Lucas de Grauw. He's on the back of Nath here, so he is got up quite close to him. Looking to regain some ground for obviously that start crash that he had.
It's a very beaten up car, that. He's even damaging the shark fin on the rear.
Yeah, he is that beaten up, but he's driving it the best that he can. Some of the bodywork is just, oh wow, that really is damaged, isn't it? So it's like, how has that even happened in the shark fin? That's crazy. Genesis, it's a very nice looking car, if I do say so myself, especially in the blue. I do like it in the blue. Obviously, we do have a yellow version, but I kind of like it in the blue. It's quite nice. Always, but that's not so nice though, because he's run so wide. He's probably going to end up in Brands Hatch if he keeps going wider. Yeah, 30 minutes to go. This is your 0 Point Racing Multiclass series here at Silverstone. As the hypercar Lucas Grab just trying to get past this battle here, and both of them have just gone, nah, screw that, I'm going wide as I can. Obviously they're going to get a track limits for that, but these two Corvettes here are so close to each other. RVJ just trying not to hit him, and that's going to allow Daniel Hearn to get onto the back of RVJ, so he could become under threat here going down the Hangar Straight. We'll soon see, is he going to have the pace again to the slipstream? And I know RVJ will be in the slipstream of Alfredo, but I don't think it's going to be enough for the Porsche driver. He's going to have to bide his time a little bit more here before he try and makes that effort to try and get past the 0 Point Racing Xfinite driver. Just on the back of him now, so I hope he will get past him quite quickly and safely. He's going to look to try and go around the outside. Maybe that's probably a bad idea for him. Maybe just wait to get to the straight, which he does. He'll get past these two here, but I don't think he'll get past Alfredo. He might have to just wait behind him there as he's thinking, oh no, he did think about making a little dive bomb there, but luckily Alfredo is still in this race, so yeah, these three are having a close battle here. Who do you think is going to come out on top of this one?
Daniel Hearn's really pushing hard at the moment. I'd like to see him have a go at Attalico. I can't say his name, sorry, Attalico, and see if he can try and get past him. But again, he's defending well. He's doing really well at the moment.
He's doing really well to defend for these other 2 years. So this is the closest battle on the track. As we just look at Vanos in the other Porsche car, the Curvette Frog teamed livery car. It's a very unique livery. All you can see is just the goddamn Kermit the Frog in the front of the car. It comes over the hill. He's not on that side of the car. He's only on the other side. Now I'm disappointed. But what's not disappointing is this battle. So, very riveting. That's a good one there, I like that one. These three are just, they're still battling for so long here, and you know, obviously we look at the VE usage as well. So I mean, Hearn is on 37%, RVJ on 39.2%, with Attalico with 40%. So clearly the better VE usage out of anyone else. So clearly saving that VE. And oh no. As we look to the Peugeot driver again, now this is going to scare me what he's going to do. He's going to go into the grass again. Oh my god, he's going to go to the gravel camp. Please no, please no. Wait, was this one before? Yeah. That was the one before. Was it? Oh, I thought you did it again.
No.
I was sitting there like, no, please not again. Yeah, that was a costly mistake there.
This looks like a good chance now.
Oh, this could be a good chance now. Oh, yeah, nearly 3 wide. As RVJ is going to look to try and get ahead of Alfredo here, and he's going to massive cut in there as well. So Alfredo had to take a void in action, but RVJ does get that place and moves up into third position for good overtake there from the Corvette driver. Now it's Daniel Hearn's turn. He's going to be able to try and make a move up into this corner here. He is quite a bit behind, but he's going to think about it. He's going to think about making a dive, but doesn't think about it at this moment in time. So RVJ making the move stick. And now he's got to try and chase Max Fredgill up in front, who is 10 seconds in front of him. But yeah, good move there from RVJ.
Yeah, it was a good move. He made it stick. I think the 3 wide might have spooked all of them, to be honest with you, which helped with the move to complete it. So
yeah, good move, good racing all around. That's what we want to see. So lost my train of thought, but we're back with it. But here is her now trying to get past the Corvette driver. And you can see how much RVJ has pulled away from Alfredo. So clearly he was holding him up for a very long time. So now he can just get on with it, and now he can try and push to catch Fredgill in the Ford Mustang. But Fred Gill's only got 30% energy left, so clearly pushing it a lot. I mean, look at Hyo with 41.2, so he's absolutely cruising out in front with a nearly 30-second lead, and clearly a firm favourite for the championship this season. It's Jerome Drongan now in the Esteban. It's just right on board with him for the moment. Beautiful sounding car there. That's what you want to hear from a race car. Full-blooded V12 engine. None of this hybrid stuff, just pure straight cut V12. But he's doing well at the moment. He's third place. He's 20 seconds behind. And here is something good that's going to happen. This is Hearn next to Alfredo, and he's going to try and think about going around the outside. Is he going to do it? He swoops around the outside and makes the move stick, but does run very wide, and that's going to allow Alfredo to try and make the move again if he's going to try and stick around the outside of it. But is Hearn going to be able to get in front of Alfredo? And he does. So he does make the move stick, and a very good move there from the Porsche driver.
Yeah, good move. I think it was sort of a long time coming. Alfredo, he's going to send it back though.
He does send it back, and what a move there from Alfredo. Sends it up the inside and goes, lick the stamp and send it, and he has sent it all the way to Daniel Hearn's home. He's going to open the layer and be massively disappointed because Alfredo's just got to take the position back again from him. So Alfredo back up into P4, but he now needs to try and set his sights and get him back in front of RVJ, but RVJ is pulling the gap a bit. It is 1.3 seconds, but there is Ben Ely. He's trying to make the best of it. He's trying to catch up to them. I mean, don't rule him out of the race just yet. So I feel like there's going to be a battle heating up towards the end of the race. Yeah, Daniel Hearn got a lot of work to do again if he's going to try and get in front of the GT3 driver here. 23 minutes to go. Don't think they're going to make it to the end of that virtual energy. I think they might have to come in and do a pit stop, but I mean, they're probably going to have to come in and do a pit stop, aren't they?
Yes, yeah. The VE is too low for it. In terms of the hypers, Lucas de Gaard is probably got the highest VE of 30%, the ones that haven't stopped yet. In terms of GT3s, it's higher all day long, but Alfredo's doing a good job as well with 32%. The others around him, Max Fredgill, the Ford Mustangs are thirsty, 24.3% left.
Yeah, the Ford Mustangs are very, very thirsty on their VE. I'm not sure if they're meant to be like that. And there is the Peugeot driver, so he is still running on the track. Yeah, I know he's currently down in P8 at the moment, but trying to do his best to make a somewhat good result here. Obviously having that massive crash earlier, which is not ideal. But there is your race leader, Michele Gerezio. 26 seconds of the lead and just absolutely cruising. He's got nothing to worry about at the moment. He could literally probably pull over, make himself a cup of coffee, and get back in the car again, and probably still be out of the lead. He's absolutely cruising there.
Yeah, he's doing a good job at the moment, keeping himself out of trouble. Yeah, just enjoying life.
Definitely enjoying life he is as well, and has a little bit of a wiggle going into that corner there, so he's not prone to making mistakes. So clearly the axle's just locking there on the Cadillac. But yeah, good strong, good comfortable lead. Hear the V8 engine just screaming its way past. Again, can't wait to hear that next year. It's going to sound absolutely brilliant. Definitely be one of the loudest cars there. Depends if what Ford come out with, see what their V8 engine is going to be like. You know, they're going to shove a V8 in that car as well, so. This is your battle for 4th place. RBJ is not really pulled away as such. I thought he would have tried and pulled away a little bit more, but he hasn't really pulled away from these two. They're kind of keeping close to him, but I mean, there is Ben Ely still. He's trying to catch and make his way through, and I don't know if you just saw that in the background, but Peugeot there just lurking in the distance.
Yeah, he's Ben spied his line a little bit, but he has got less energy compared to the others, so it'll probably be difficult to make something of it. This battle's still ongoing.
It has been going for a very long time. It's kind of surprised how long it's been going for, but I mean, nevertheless, it's providing us a great battle here, and it is something that we do want to see in this race. So good clean action, good battling. So let's see if obviously one of them can try and get past them as quick as they can. Here's Hio, 30-second lead as I'm just slowly dying. Oh my good heavens, what is going on here? There is some absolute chaos going on. This is the hypercar drivers trying to get past, and that is the Peugeot locking up. And Herland's had to get out of the way there, so that's not going to help his progress to try and get past the Corvette driver, unless the Peugeot gets in the way of the Corvette driver. Clout the sausage curb there, and there's one rule in racing: don't clout the sausage curb because it will send you flying. But he manages to get away with it, and still trying to press on and try and get in front of Alfredo Attalico here. He's doing a good job at the moment of defending from the Porsche driver, but he needs to try and make inroads to the Corvette of RBJ. With Ben Ely just behind him. He's 1.5 seconds behind, so he's slowly catching them. And the more they battle here, the more it's going to give a chance for Ely to try and get in front of these two. But yeah, not so much of pulling the gap there from RBJ. He's still... I mean, where is Fred Gill on the track? Is Fred Gill just up ahead?
Yeah, he's only 2 seconds on the road. Max Sue is there.
So Fred Gill is he dropped back? Is he just dropped pace? I mean, he's got really low VE usage as well, so I don't really know if he's dropped back or anything like that. Well, what's his lap time saying?
His last lap was a 2:01.4, so he was still fast.
Oh no, never mind. That is a mistake there from Fred Gill, and he is definitely going to lose a place there to RVJ. Saying that, has RVJ made a mistake somewhere as well? Because he's dropped right back. No, there he is. So, yeah, there is RVJ. He's made his way past Fred Gill, and there's a big mistake there from the Mustang driver. And then now this is going to cause more chaos as well, because there's going to be more GT3s going down the Hangar straight. As Alfredo is looking to get past Fred Gill from that mistake he just had, and so is Daniel Hearn. And he's going to try and think about moving up the inside, which he doesn't. Fred Gill does go wide, and Hearn does make the move up the inside. So Fred Gill is going to lose a couple of places here, unless he can try and keep in front of the Porsche driver. But I don't think the Porsche driver is going to be too happy, because he has been battling with Alfredo for a very, very long time. For then this Mustang to obviously make a mistake and get involved. So in turn of that happening, Hearn has actually lost out here, because he's dropped the gap right back to Alfredo. But Fred Gill obviously getting in the mix from that mistake. Which is obviously something that Hearn...
See that?
God, that was close from the BMW driver to Alfredo. I'm surprised he managed to get through that unscathed. And there is the genesis of Lucas trying to pick his way through, which he does. I hope he can get past him quite cleanly here. Which he does as well. Yeah, that was quite tight there from the BMW driver, the turn one. There could have been a catastrophic accident. So let's have a look at the replay from Max Fredkill here. So this will be going through Magnus and Beckett. He's probably going to clout the curb. So he does run wide, and yeah, brakes, yeah, runs wide, loses the rear, and then just realizes that he's not going to make the corner.
Yeah, he just sort of picked a snap of oversteer and corrected it, and that was it. The car was gone. There's a lot of people that have done that today.
Yeah, maybe Silverstone was a trait for that, and this was the Toyota earlier that obviously made that mistake and slammed it straight into the wall, lost the tyre, and that was a retiree from the race, which was a great shame. We're looking at floating boxes in the pit lane, so it's good graphics from them. But yeah, I mean, obviously Fred Gill's made a mistake, but he's put himself the cat amongst the pigeons. Yeah. Nath running in P4. He's requested the pit stop, so he's pulling in the pits now. So clearly looking to put that VE in the car to then get to the end of the race. In the pit more in the distance, but yeah, Fred Gill's obviously going to be pitted as well. He has 10% of energy. The other two obviously have 18% and 14%. So it's not going to be long until he comes into the pit lane. But the Ford is a very thirsty car. I mean, obviously Ben has got 12% of energy. So as we see some of the hypercars just making their way through. That is Arthur Bonnick and Lone Nielsen just picking their way through. So it can be a bit clumsy here at Silverstone, but if you know where to overtake in the hypers, then you should be fine. You know, sometimes the GT3s can outbrake the hypers. Remember, hypers do not have ABS, as well as the GT3s do have ABS on the cars, so it's a lot easier to brake in those cars. You can just slam on the brakes and get into the ABS, and it will help you get stopped. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good fight here near the end of the race. 15 minutes remaining, so definitely a good fight in our hands, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's going to be this battle's going to go right until the end of the race, and this is for P3 as well because, like I say, Max Fred Gill had that incident, so RBJ's actually into Nico's back on the P3 where he started initially. This chaos was going on. And Max is back down now in fourth.
Yeah, Atalico here doing a great race at the moment. He's still trying to hold on for that P3 position. RVJ up into second place. So the V usage is massively different. I mean, Hayo has got 21% of virtual energy. And he's looking to try and make the whole race without a pit stop. He probably could try if he did lift it close more, but we'll soon see what happens when he gets to near the end of the race. There you go. So there's Hayo now. So Jerome just getting past him in the Aston Martin. The Porter driver just comfortable out in front, 35-second lead. Doesn't need to worry about anything. As I say, he could probably pull over, make himself a cup of tea, and be on his way again. Oh, Nielsen in the Toyota. Just having a bit of a race on his own, really. Michele's getting past the run is here. Max Fred Gill's got a bit of a run. He's sticking to the outside of Atalico here, and he's going to try and think about making a move around the outside. Doesn't any better of it, but Hearn's going to think, oh, that looks quite tasty. I might get involved in that one. And is there going to be a dive bomb of the century coming into this corner? There is, and Fred Gill's going to try and make the move. Atalico sees it, gets out of the way, and Fred Gill does move himself up into P3, but then Daniel Hearn is going to try and take advantage of that as well. He's been battling Atalico for so long this entire race. Is this finally his moment? Is this finally his time to try and get past the Corvette driver? Is he going to be able to do it with 12 minutes to go in this race? The BMW Hyper is getting himself involved in the mix as well. And I want to see who comes out on top of this one. And yes, so Hearn has finally done it. He's got in front of Alfredo, but that took him a lot of laps, but he's finally done it.
Yeah, it took him a while. Good moves in the end, clean driving. He's got a good run back on him though, going into Cops.
He does as well, but is he going to try and think about making a move into him into Cops corner? No, he does not. So yeah, Daniel Hearn comes out on top of this one. He's going to try and chase Max Fred Gill, who Fred Gill will have to pit this lap. In turn will Hearn as well, so does Alfredo. So they will all have to be making their pit stops very soon. RBJ's got 9% as well, so he will be having to make his pit stop very soon. It's definitely been a battle for the ages, that is for sure. With 11 minutes to go here at Silverstone. Just looking at the hypercar class as well, obviously Michele's obviously requested for the pit stop as well, so it's Ben Shorley. Lowe Nielsen is in the pit lane now. Lucas de Grauder's obviously made quite a good pace as well. He's got himself back up into P4. So trying to chase down Jerome here, but I don't think there's going to be enough to get in front of the Aston Martin driver. He's currently 20 seconds in the lead and showing good pace here, quite comfortable for the Aston Martin driver. So It's been a good race here for Drone. Every time he does turn up to one of these series, he does put on a show and does put on a performance. Definitely one of the silent dark horses in this series most of the time, isn't he?
Yeah, he always brings action, to be honest with you. He's one of those drivers that seems to attract the action and bring it. Sometimes he can cause it as well, which always it doesn't always work in his favour sometimes. But no, he's doing really well at the moment. He's running P3 in that Aston as well. Aston's very a very unusual car to be running in the series at this moment. But yeah.
Yeah, doing very well here is Drone. There's Ben Shawley just come out of the pit lane now, so he's made his pit stop, and then that'll be it for the end of the race with 10 minutes to go here at Silverstone. Track looking still gloomy here at the moment. It's not looking the sunniest of places, but when is it ever sunny at Silverstone? It seems to be the one plague spot where it always rains or it's cloudy, and it's a very weird place, Silverstone. You expect it to be sunny, but sometimes the weather's just like, nah, I don't really feel like it. I tell you what really does feel like it though, is Alfredo trying to get past Hearn here, and he's thinking about it, he's trying to send it, but obviously Hearn will be making his pit stop this lap, so he shouldn't really worry about him too much. Maybe just let him go into the pit lane and then push for your in lap, and then just try and make the overtake in the pit stop. Probably going to be the best strategy call here, isn't it?
Yeah, just hold fire a little bit, keep saving the energy. Especially if you know you've got the pace of the car ahead, and try and obviously just short fuel in the stop, ready for it as Hearn pulls into the pit lane now.
Yep, so Hearn in the pit lane now. As the horn confirms it. There is Jerome. Obviously going to be requesting to come into the pits this lap as well, as Michaela comes out of the pit lane and straight back into the lead again. So he can just cruise his way into the win here. I don't think he's going to have anyone challenge him. But it's been a commanding drive here from the 0 Point driver. Also remember, he does race in VMS as well, so you can catch that in the VMS Contender Series. He does race in that too, if you do want to watch him a bit more. Benelli in 6th position. So there's Hearn coming to pit lane. Here's Fred Gill. Is he going to get in front of Hearn here? Oh, it's going to be close. But Fred Gill does stick in front of Hearn. So, yeah, I don't think Hearn's going to be too happy here, because he's looking to have that fight between Alfredo. And now that he's dropped back behind Fred Gill, see what happens when Alfredo comes into the pit lane and where they come out on track, because this is definitely going to be a battle to the end of the race. I'm looking forward to this one. Oh, I'm not looking forward to that though. It's a BMW Hyper, and that is Nath in the wall, and he's lost his rear wing, so that's not good there for the BMW driver.
No, it really ain't. Let's see what happened. Did he touch the grass, or do you think he just locked the rears? Oh, he's just locked the rears.
I think it's just locked the rears, yeah.
Another snap.
Oh.
Ah.
So, is there something going on with Silverstone and the snaps in his corners? Is it just a trait of this track, or?
It's difficult to say. I mean, it's obviously got a snap of oversteer somewhere. Probably locked the rear axle again, and it's yeah, in turn just caused that issue to happen.
There's RVJ coming into the pit lane now, so he's going to have less VE to put in the car. So he should get out quite comfortably back into P2, I believe. As Alfredo's going around for another tour. He's still got 3.9% of energy, so clearly he has got the virtual energy and fuel to do another lap here. 6 minutes 30 to go. He's looking to try and get that P3 position back, to be on that podium position for the Corvette driver. There is Ben Shawley just behind him in the all carbon BMW. It is a 0 Point livery, but that is my fault for updating the livery, not telling anyone. So that is a 0 Point car as it goes past, but yeah, we'll see what Alfredo can do here. He's got 2.7% left. He's kind of fine on the virtual energy, but he should be fine.
Yeah, I think he'll be fine. I think he's going to pit this lap. Only needs to put 2 laps of energy in the car compared to Max's 4 laps of energy. So there's still a chance. Oh, Max and Daniel are battling each other.
They are battling each other, and this is the battle to try and get ahead. And this is the battle for 4th place. And my God, it is ever so close between the two of them. But Fredgill still manages to keep out in front, as Hurley's going to think about making a dive bomb of the century here, and as he does not. So, yeah, thought about making a move, but the more they battle here, the more it's going to give a chance for Atletico to try and keep in front of them. So they need to play this smart here if they want to try and get in front of him. And as I say, the more they battle here, the more it's going to help Alfredo keep ahead of him.
Yeah, he's going to be pitting this lap, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen there.
He will be pitting this lap, as Hayo has requested the pit stop as well, so I'd imagine he's just going to play it safe and come into the pit lane. He doesn't want to do anything too risky. We have 5 minutes to go here at Silverstone. So who's going to come out on top of this one? And that is a spin again from Nath in the BMW. So repaired that rear wing, has gone for another spin. But here he is. There is Alfredo, the man of the hour, in the pit lane. So let's see what he does here. Going to have to put 2 laps probably of virtual energy in the car. So there should be a quick pit stop. In the garage, you can hear him revving the car. He wants to get out, in and out without a doubt. So let's see here. Is he going to come out ahead of Fredgill here? And imagine that RBJ will be going past. They are coming down the start-finish line now. Hearn has run very wide. And the 2 hypers are going to get himself involved as well. And I think they're going to probably get ahead of Alfredo. They do. So they both do get ahead. So Alfredo hasn't made up their position. So Fredgill has got himself into 3rd place as he just gets the way of Jerome there in the Aston Martin. But the battle's still raging on. The battle's still raging on until the end of the race. It's not over yet until the fat lady sings.
Who is the fat lady?
Steve. With 3 minutes to go. And this is going to be another incident here for Nath here. So what happens here? So he does come around the corner. Is it going to be... So it takes it very gingerly there. And yeah, just a weird slide going into that corner. It's just very, very odd. For a bit. Oh God, who's that over there? That's Arthur Bonnet. What's he doing over there? Taking the service road is Bonnet. And he's going very, very wide. So clearly a big mistake there for the BMW driver. Gets himself back on the track. But this battle is still heating up between these 3 here. And this is over for 3rd place, by the way. So this is over for a podium position. With 2 minutes 50 to go. Who is going to come out on top of this one? Get your predictions in the chat, because this battle is starting to heat up.
Yeah, Max is holding on for dear life here at the moment. Daniel knows he's got the pace, but RBJ's only a little bit up the moment. He's only 1 seconds, and they're gaining now.
They are gaining them, so there could be a potential position change here for P2, but we'll soon see. They are pushing for all their might. They've all pretty much got around about the same virtual energy in the car, so it's just full push until the finish line. So we'll see what happens when we get to near the end of the race here. I'm just looking to see where Michaela is on the track in comparison to this. So there's Lucas de Grau just going past now. Hopefully he doesn't get himself too involved in the fight. Picks his way through cleanly. Obviously there will be 2 laps remaining. There's Jerome now. So, oh, there's a replay here from him. So what's he done here? So maybe a little bit of a mistake, maybe a little bit of a slide. Yeah, so there's a little bit of a slide, a little bit of a mistake there from the Aston Martin driver. So a lot of that's been happening in this race. I don't really know what the track state is. It doesn't look particularly warm. And there's, oh my God, and that is a second and a half from her. And he's really looking to get this 3rd place here. But are they going to need to think about trying to catch up to RBJ, because they are trying to catch up? So maybe they could just try and play the long game here. But with nearly a minute to go in this race, I suppose they're going to try everything they can to try and get that 3rd place position.
Yeah, this is going to be a pretty close battle to the end, to be honest with you. As I believe Michaela, he's got 1 more lap to go after this.
Yeah, so I think he's coming up to the back of him now. Well, he will be very, very soon. So they're going through Maggers and Beckett's now. The next lap will be the last lap of the race. And I think it's going to be an all-out scale war to try and get past you. Oh no, that's Daniel Hearn, and he's gone for a spin and he's lost out on that one as well. So it's such a good battle going up to them, but Daniel Hearn has made a costly mistake and has gone for a spin, and Ben Eadie's going to look to get past him as well. So Ben Eadie does take that place, and Daniel Hearn has gone from running to near the podium positions all the way down into 6th. That's a great shame there for the Porsche driver. It was looking to be a good battle to the race, but unfortunately that mistake has cost him dearly.
Yeah, it was a bit of a shock, to be honest with you. I didn't expect that. He's driven really well the whole race. Showed at the start, no issue there, but...
Is Michaela going to go for another lap? I think we're going to be finishing this one, because the line is there, so yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
The race is over, so Michaela Drizzo takes the win here at Silverstone. And what a commending drive from the Cadillac driver. Showed great pace, and to win it by nearly 30 seconds. Absolute stonker of the pace there, so congratulations to him. Ben Shorty is going to take 2nd place here. Turned up late for the race, but he still manages to finish P2, so good drive from him. And it should be Jerome finishing in P3 when he does eventually get to the line. He does have a 2nd gap to Lucas de Grau, so never say never. These things can happen. But yes, this is the battle for the podium position, and Alfredo is still on the back of RVJ. RVJ has lost a bit of pace here, so Fred Gill could have a bit of a chance, but just before that, we're looking at Hayo in the Porsche, and he's going to come over and take an absolutely commanding win in the GT3 field. So congratulations to Hayo, 2nd win of the season, 2nd win in a row. Does it again here at Silverstone, so fantastic job from him. But this is the battle for 2nd place, so let's just stick with this for now. It's only going to take a little bit of a mistake from someone. They're trying to have their concentration into everything that they have. As Jerome's just come around the last corner now, with Jerome taking 3rd place in the hypercar class. This is still the battle for 2nd place. This is coming down the Hangar Straight. This is Fred Gill against RVJ. And is Fred Gill going to think about making a send of the century? He does give him a flash of the lights. He's all over the back of the Corvette driver. I feel like there's going to be a dive bomb here, because he's right up close to the back of him, and hopefully they're not going to run into each other. RVJ does moves under braking there. That's very naughty from him, but Fred Gill had to get out of the way.
No!
Oh no! Fred Gill's gone for a spin, and he's lost out on the podium position. And that is Alfredo moving himself up to 3rd place. So your 2nd place is going to be RVJ, and 3rd place is going to be Alfredo. So what a finish this has been, but costly mistake there from Fred Gill, who's lost out on the podium positions. And is going to be in 4th place, but wow, these guys are, oh my dear Lord. And yes, the Martin has just lost drive and has just gone straight into the wall. That's how you do celebrate, as Lucas de Grau gives him a push for shove. You can hear Michaela doing a bit of burnouts there and a little bit of donut in. So yeah, that is going to be your race here for tonight. Good racing here all round tonight. I've enjoyed this one.
Yeah, it was a good race. Very chaotic. Just like the F1 accident, as we see from Ricardo there. It was some good racing. Enjoyable, really. Some good battles. You can't beat donuts at the end of the race.
Yeah, more donuts for the Cadillac driver there, Michaela. Good commanding drive there from him, and fully well deserved as well. So hopefully we'll see him in the next round, and the next round will be Le Mans. So I'm hoping there's going to be a lot of cars there for that race. This should be an interesting one. But that is going to do it for myself. That is going to do it from Ryan as well. So I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I have commentating on it, and we will see you guys next week for Le Mans. Should be an interesting one. So thank you. Take care. Bye-bye for now.